I'm going to show you how to use the simulation chamber in Deep Mob Learning. So this is the simulation chamber here. It's quite easy to make using just soot-covered machine casing, which needs soot-covered plates and some soot-covered redstone. To get that, all you do is left-click this block of coal here with some redstone. So inside the simulation chamber, you are going to need to put in your data model. So I'm going to assume you already know how to make a data model. If not, check out the playlist on my channel. I've got everything you need to know about Deep Mob Learning. So I've got here an advanced zombie data model. I'm going to put it in this top left slot here, and that is going to start the simulation. And what we can see here is a percentage on the bottom right-hand side of the UI going up, and that is every time it is running a simulation. Now, every time it does, it will either fail or not fail, I guess, at getting a pristine piece of loot. So in my loot chest here, in fact, no. Okay, I'll just show you in JEI. You can see here we've got pristine. Oh, and here comes one. We have pristine zombie matter. And you can see here in a basic, it's a 5% chance. Advanced, I think, is an 11% chance. 24% in superior. 42% in self-aware, so it's a higher and higher chance the more your data model upgrades to get a piece of pristine zombie matter. Of course, that is if you're using a zombie data model. It's the same thing with, using creepers and spiders and slimes and all these sorts of things in here. Now, you are going to have to give it power. I'm giving it power from Ender.io on the back here. And any items that you wish to put in, which are going to be polymer clay, you must do from the top. So it can output items from the sides or the bottom, but you can only input items from the top. And it will need polymer clay and a constant supply of it in here to actually run the simulations. So every simulation it runs, it will need one polymer clay. Now, you do have a 100% chance of getting this, overworldian matter. And that depends on the data model that you put in there. So we can see here a zombie data model is overworldian, whereas an enderman is a extraterrestrial, wither skeletons are hellish, and that decides what type of loot they will make. So we can see here extraterrestrial make extraterrestrial matter, whereas creepers and overworldians give overworldian matter. And basically what you can do with this loot is you can just transmute it into other things, like using overworldian matter with coal makes gunpowder, for example. And that is going to be a 100% chance every time you run a simulation in here. Whereas the pristine matter, which you'll use in the loot fabricator, is a much lower chance, and it goes up based on the model, the data model that you actually have. And there we go. That is how we're going to use the simulation chamber in Deep Mob Learning. As I said, do click the playlist you now see, as that actually will include all Deep Mob Learning tutorials that I have done, including a complete guide for the entire mod.